Okay, so in this clip we're going to have a look at throwing on bats. So this is good for if you're making plates or shallow wide rimmed forms, bowls for example, which can sometimes warp when you get them off the wheel. So the best way to do that is to throw them on a bat and then you just take the bat off. Some wheels have got little screw holes in them which you can get screws to and sit the bats on, and you put holes in the bats to coincide with these holes in the wheel head. If you don't have those and you want to still be able to throw on the bat, we can make a little pad of clay on the actual wheel head to hold the bat on. So that's what we'll look at doing, and you can then use that for any sort of wheel head, whether there's screw holes in them or not. So we'll just centre the clay as we would normally centre a piece of clay. And then we'll bring it down flat on the wheel head. Then we're going to make little suction holes. Just like that. And we'll sprinkle a bit of water on those. And we'll get the bat that we're going to throw on and get it as centred as possible, just so that it's easier to throw, because you won't be getting distracted by a bat that's moving and appearing to not be in the middle. Give it a good firm press down. Okay, that feels pretty good. And then we'll just throw on the bat the same way that we would throw on the wheel head. Okay. Put our piece of clay onto the bat. And same procedure that you would normally use throwing on the wheel head. So just centering your clay. Same as you would normally do. Press your base. Nice and even. And to do this, I'm just going across from the middle, across to 3 o'clock, backwards and forwards a few times, and that's just compressing your base and making it all the same thickness. Now we'll slow down the wheel a little and start to bring up our sides. bubble in there. This was recycled clay that I recycled by hand because my pug mill isn't working at the moment. And this is a bowl which is quite deep because it's going to be a yarn bowl. So I want lots of room to fit our balls of wool. Just have a look at the shape. Just smooth your edge so that it rounds off the edges, because if they're quite pointy, they're more prone to chipping. So just hold the sponge there and round off your edge. I'm going to leave these throwing marks on the bowl, but if you didn't want to do that, you could use a kidney, just hold it against the side of the bowl and smooth them out. That's just personal choice. I have to just lean across here and get this tool. I forgot to get it before. We'll just take a bit of the excess off from down here. We'll be turning that off anyway, so we'll take it off, and that also gives a bit of a guiding line for our cutting tool. So even though we've thrown it on the bat, we still want to undercut it so that it will dry evenly away from the bat until it's ready to turn. So we'll just hold the wire firmly down to the bat and just under we go. And then we'll take the bat off the pad of clay. Just use one of these tools just to gently wedge it off. And there's our bowl. Put it to one side to dry. And we can reuse this pad of clay again. Just straighten it up, tidy it up a bit, and good as new. Bit of water on it again, and your next bat, and you're set to go again. So that pad of clay should last quite a few bowls or plates, whatever you're throwing. When it gets a bit too soggy and a bit too messy, you can just scrape it off and throw another one and start again. Okay, that's it.